from Romy Discotido of Silay City, Negros Occidental. Good evening, Pastor. Kumusta po? I have been on self-Bible study mode as I listen to your messages about glorification. But Pastor, please kindly answer the following questions, sir. Salamat po. When glorification sets in, what kind of bodies are we going to have? Are we going to be reverted into a younger body? Or is it still the same body that we are in when we will be glorified? And Pastor, are we going to have the ability to fly when we are glorified, Pastor?
That's a good question. You know, the Bible describes us in 1 Corinthians 15 that there are bodies terrestrial. Can you read that for us, please?
Yes,
Those kinds of bodies that Paul described there.
Yes, Pastor. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, starting verse 39, all flesh is not the same flesh.
All flesh is not the same flesh.
But there is one kind of flesh of men,
Flesh of men,
another flesh of beasts,
another flesh of beasts like carabaos, horses, pigs, dogs. They still have flesh.
another of fishes,
Another of fishes, they also have flesh that
and
we
another
eat.
of birds.
Another of birds.
40. There are also celestial bodies
There are also celestial bodies
and bodies terrestrial.
and bodies terrestrial.
But the glory of the celestial, that is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
Can you read that in Tagalog? 1 Corinthians 15:40.
O Pastor, sa Tagalog, mayroon namang mga katawang ukol sa langit
Oh, may mga katawang ukol sa langit, panglangit na katawan.
at mga katawang ukol sa lupa.
At may mga katawang panglupa. That's why I am trying to imbibe to you the being born again in the spirit of obedience to the word. So that the divine characteristics will be able to divinely transfer to us by obedience to His words. When you obey these words, your characteristics become celestial. They become heavenly. So your body is being integrated into that heavenly sphere to be able to go there. For an airplane to be able to fly, it should have the integrity to fly in the space.
Amen.
Right now, when you remain mortal, when you remain celestial or remain terrestrial, panglupa, ang ugali panglupa, ang mga salita panglupa, karnal palagi, panglupa ka lang talaga, babalik ka talaga sa lupa. Pero pag yan nagbago na sa loob, ang lumalabas sa iyo, ang ugali mo pang-spiritual, so you are being made into an airplane that have the integrity to fly beyond the planets, like the body of Jesus Christ. Continue.
Datapwat iba ang kalwalatian ng ukol sa langit at iba ang ukol sa lupa.
So, the glory of the celestial is different from the terrestrial. That's why people sometimes do not relate to me, because when I speak these words, it is like I came from another planet. Maybe I am an alien. Maybe I just came down to teach you about these things. They look at me as if I am an alien. You know, there's a revelation God gave me that I was a car. I was a car running with other cars. So all of these cars are like human beings. I am in the traffic of human beings. Together with them, I am traveling like a car. But at the end of the road of the highway, I became an airplane all of a sudden. That is my real nature. I just pretended to be a car, so I can relate with other cars. But at the end of my journey, I became an airplane. That's glorification. And I would like to develop you not only the capacity to become a car, which is your comfort zone, because you really are for the road only here on earth, but you can also have the capacity later on by this spiritual technology to be at the end of your road, you can fly up in glorification, just like the appointed Son. Praise the Father. Are we going to have the ability to fly? Yes, that's what I'm telling you right now. And He will give us that integrity. And you cannot do it unless your engine within, with this, your spirit is changed. You look like a car outside, but you have a jet engine inside. That when it comes time for you, there are cars like that right now, diba? There are technologies right now that you have an airplane at the same time a car. You can put in your garage, you can travel in the highway together with other cars, but you look different because you have wings that are folded. And then, while this is traveling on the highway, people are looking at it, but it's like a car traveling on the highway. But at the end, he will go to the runway, he would put his wings like that, flip down the wings, and then, start the engine and run through the runway and then fly. A flying car. A car at the same time, an airplane. It can be done by this technology. How much more the spiritual? I look like you, but I look like a car right now, like you. We are all cars running on the road of life, but at the end, we can all become an airplane that can fly up. That no other cars have the technology to do that because they don't have that engine like what we do inside. That is how well I can describe it right now. Praise the Father Almighty. Amen. Thank you for all of these questions.